So Jermaine Cole has kicked off his off-season tour with 21 Savage, and he did it in a major way. The first stop was Miami, Florida. And what better way to kick off your tour than with Drake and Future as your surprise guests as they perform their #1 record in the world, Too Sexy. Check out Drake and hear what he had to say about Jermaine Cole while he was on stage with him in Miami.
I don't know how the fuck you pulled it off, but thank you for being the first person to bring us back to arenas so we can do some shows for these people. And second of all, I just like, I gotta say this just because, you know, I don't always want to have like a heartfelt moment when we're on stage together and shit, but you know you did that pipe down freestyle the other day, right? And you were saying in the freestyle about, you know, they handed you the bronze and whatever, me and Kendrick. I just want you to understand something. You are genuinely, without a doubt, one of the greatest rappers that ever touched a mic. And I want to let you know, it's way too many people in the world that think and know that J.Cole is at top on the pole position. So don't understand that shit. I love you with all my heart. You're my brother, one of my favorite artists, and I always appreciate you out here.
So you hear Drake say, yo, J. Cole, you one of the ones, man. If you don't know what he's referencing, J. Cole actually dropped a record last week called Heavens MP, and it was over Drake's pipe down beat, instrumental. And in the record, he's pretty much alluding to not being on the level of a Kendrick or Drake at this point in his career. And Drake was like, nah, bruh, you one of the greatest to ever touch this microphone. And I'm, look, man, I like competitiveness in my raps with my top guys. That's just me personally. Like, that ain't for everybody, but when you in that top 5 conversation, I don't like to hear you're one of the greatest to one of the other greats. Like, I don't like that. I like to see the greats compete. That's just me personally. Like, I don't need Drake and Kendrick beefing with each other. I don't need Drake or Cole beefing with each other or Cole and Kendrick beefing with each other. But I don't want to hear all this, I think you're one of the greatest. Because when Drake's in the booth making an album, when Kendrick's in the booth making an album, when J. Cole's making an album and he's in the booth rapping, like, he's thinking about Drake and Kendrick. He's not thinking about Rich the Kid. He's not thinking about Post Malone. He's thinking about the premier rappers. These guys are thinking about each other when they make music. So it sounds a little bit fake to me to hear Drake go on that stage in Miami and say, yo, you're one of the greatest. I'm pretty sure he thinks that, but come on, bro. Nobody wants to hear that. It's rap, bro. It's a competitive sport. But I want y'all to let me know in the comment box below or Facebook, share it out. Let me know what you think. Drake says Cole is one of the greatest right there with him and Kendrick. We're talking just Drake, J. Cole, and Kendrick. These are obviously the 3 most popular rappers, most successful rappers of the last 10 years. I don't think anybody's debating that, right? I think it's clear as day these are the 3 guys. I want you to tell me the order that you have it. That's what I want. I don't want to hear nobody else in the conversation. I don't want to hear about Future, Lil Baby. I don't want to hear about Hove. I don't want to hear about 50 Cent. I don't want to hear about nobody else right now. We're talking about 3 rappers. I want you to put it in order. 1, 2, 3. Who is your 1, 2, and 3? I will give you guys mine to start this bad boy off. My 1 is Drake, my 2 is Kendrick, my 3 is Cole. Now, of those 3, honestly, I think Kendrick's the best rapper of the 3, and I look forward to his music the most, but I bump Drake the most. I look forward to Kendrick's creativity. I love Drake's music the most. I think he makes better music than Kendrick does. He relates to the women, and whatever my love life is in jumbles, I want to listen to Drake, right? Like, I get it. K-Dot is also a little bit too inactive for me. You got to drop more than an album every 4 or 5 years. But here's the kicker. I know I got Cole 3rd. Cole might have my favorite album of the last decade of these 3. 2014 Forest Hill Drive is one of my favorite albums of all time. It's between that and damn, it's close. Like, who's got my favorite album? But obviously, these are 3 all-time legends. I got it, Drake, Kendrick, Cole. That's my 1, 2, 3. Let me know how you got it. I need to know. Comment box, Facebook, share it out, all right? Shout out to Drake, showing some love to J. Cole. And yes, Cole, you are one of rap's greats. And I love that freestyle he did on that pipe down beat. Because you got to listen to it if you haven't done so. It's called Heavens EP. He's talking about trying to stay motivated even though he's rich. He's like, yo, I wake up on a tropical island. Like, how do I even stay focused and try to pull from the person that I was 15 years ago when I was hungry? From the person I was before I made 2014 Forza Drive. Like, I love that he's that vulnerable because I find a hard time sometimes listening to Cole music because he's trying to pull. You can see him trying to pull, but it's tough because he rich. He up. He said he 100 M's up. Like, that's got to be a tough dynamic. I'm curious, and I look forward to hearing him do it over the next decade because he's still rapping his ass off.